Hello and welcome to another live stream. I'm Glen Bixley, and today we're playing Medieval Dynasty Season 2. Okay, so we have had a look at this one in the past with the original early alpha, but they have made a lot of updates to the game, including roads, horses, and all sorts of other cool things. So we're going to jump on in, and we're going to start out with a whole new game. We are changing it to 30 days per season though, however. Everything else we're going to leave the same. Okay, so we're not turning on unlimited hit points or unlimited food. We're not turning any of those sort of thing on. We're just simply changing it to 30 days per season. And let's start the game. Hey, Iceman, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son,
I will let the animation play out this first time. I don't.
But at least
after
we had
that.
a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Okay, so that's your background story. We're heading up north to go and see if we can start a new life with Uncle Jordan. Now, I have had to make a few changes in my settings to get this game to run as far as a live stream, but I think we're okay. I did a bit of testing yesterday, and I can in theory get at least 30 minutes live stream out of it before my graphics card gets upset. Now, we'll go straight to the map. I originally thought, well, my last game we started out here. This time I actually thought we'd start up around the lake area up here, so we can be close to these cities. However, then I went exploring when I was testing and realised that we have no reeds. We need reeds for building, so I came down here towards the lake, and there were reeds up and along this side here. So I thought we're going to build up here. That gives us these two cities, and this city close. The rest of them are a little bit too far away, but we'll get to them eventually. But instead of being out here where I was last time, and we only have one city close and that one across the river, we're going to actually be right in the centre, and we'll be having everybody around us this time. So that's the theory. So we're going to run on down to the first village. See if we can find any mushrooms or anything of value on the way. Berries, good. We're not ready for berries yet, they're not ripe. Mushrooms will be ready if they're ready and though. And we're going to head down to the village. There it is. We're getting a bit tired. And the first thing we need to do is go to the head man of the village and have a chat with him. It was a good convoy this time, Iceman. Good to see. Not quite so chaotic as the last time. Well, other than playing dodgems. Okay, now as we come into the village, we can use the left alt. Is it left alt? Oops, no, not control, that's crouching. Okay, yes, left alt. And we're looking for Inagos down the end of the street there. So left alt will bring up their names. Later on it will also show you where things like mushrooms, etc. are. Now I'm not going to spend 5 minutes on these conversations, because the conversations for 5 minutes is actually about a month. So my name's not, no, his old house. I'm just going to quickly flick through these. My mother told me that got wealthy. Well, at least I have a place to stay. Let's see what he says to that one. My uncle is dead. Oh, wow, we just find out our uncle's dead. Okay, we can craft with simple tools. Are you serious? Right, so like I say, I'm not going to muck around with these because half an hour in this game is the equivalent of 3 months. No, 1 month. Half an hour is 1 month. Okay, so tab gets us to our basic inventory, etc. Our construction wheel, we push the Q. And our left alt is, like I said before, to see special things. Our inspector mode. Okay, so we have no reason to talk to this guy at this point, I don't think, but he does sell items, so later on we can buy a scythe, and we can buy bags, and we can buy our seeds and things like that from this guy. We have a little bit of food to get us started. I'll be going now. So if we go to tab and go to our inventory, I should have, yes, Uncle's wooden hammer. It's in 90% condition, and it's all we have to remember poor old Uncle by. So let's head out here and build ourselves a house in Uncle's name, using his hammer. So we're going to run all the way out to that peninsula. That's my first plan. I will head out through the trees though. If I see any mushrooms, I'm going to stop for those. We also want broadleaf plantain. Where I went wrong in this game last time is I got stuck inside the house in winter, and I couldn't get out. And it's because I didn't have any broadleaf plantains. That's not our bridge, is it? No. If I had broadleaf plantain, I could have used that as a medicine. I'm pretty sure it's broadleaf, and there's berries. They'll be ready later. But yes, I didn't have the medicine. Oh, it's stone. I thought it was a mushroom. Medicine to cure myself. So we got stuck inside in the winter, and it was not terribly pleasant. So this time I intend to get my house as quickly as possible. I'll take that stone, thank you. I don't want to overweight myself at this point though. We're going to get our house built as quickly as possible. There's the bridge I'm looking for. Now you might recognise it from the thumbnail, which means we're building around about here, according to the thumbnail. So this is our building site. We're going to start here, pick up any resources that are available, and we'll be using these to build the house. So we're going to be using the stones and a log, of course, to build ourselves an axe to get started. The sticks, etc. will all be used, along with reeds, which are around the corner. I have already sussed that out in order to build our house. There's a berry patch there, which is good to know. Okay, so Q to craft. Go into there. What do we actually need? We need... that's the hammer, Glen. We want the axe. That's the axe. We need 2 stone... Oh, 10 sticks. 10 sticks. I'm looking at it thinking, we've got the 2 stones. What are you looking at? Ah, 10 sticks. That's a lot of sticks. Okay, not a problem. If we just go to a bush, not that one. There's another stone. The bush is on the side of the road, etc. There's one. These things here. Birch branches. Okay, so that's enough. So let's quickly get... Oh, that's, sorry, the axe. Axe is the first thing, not the house. 9? What do you mean 9? Oh. Satisfied? Right, give me an axe. Make sure you do good job, because I'm used to the tutorial for this game, as I have it as well. Yeah, I love this game. It's to me, it's something I've been waiting for a long time. But they've still got a lot of work to do on it. So we go to our axe, and F to equip. Oops, sorry. Yep, so that's now in slot 1. So 1. They finally added the horses, which is good to see, because now we're going to have a means of transport. I dare say that's going to cost me a fortune, though, to get a horse. So we're going to be a wee way off on that. But just the idea of being able to build yourself an old log cabin and live off the land is something I've wanted for a long time without all the zombies. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy games like 7 Days to Die. Yes, I've got that too. But to me, that's a better multiplayer game. I actually would like to see this one come out as multiplayer. But even games like The Forest, they're, to me, all better for multiplayer. Whereas this, I think, is more dedicated around a single player, because you're not getting attacked by everything all the time. It would be kind of nice to be able to maybe instigate some sort of fight later, when the developers get to that point. Okay, now down next to our down in our bottom left hand corner, you can see our stamina, our water, our food, all the etc. You can also see that we have a red symbol showing a backpack, which means we're getting overweight and heavy, which I think is a bit rude of the developer to say that. Okay, I'm not going to pick up that last one because we are actually too heavy now. I could drop something, but we're not far from our bridge. In fact, tab, inventory. What do we actually have? Where's all our sticks? Because I can quickly grab them. X, E for all of them, and F to accept. Right, there goes all of our sticks. That one stick there was all of our sticks. If we don't pick that stick up, we don't get them back. Now, Q to the housing. To houses, we want the simple small house to get us started. And as you saw in the thumbnail, my intentions were to build right down here next to the water and next to the road. Right about there will do. Okay, so now we need to change over to our hammer. Inventory, wooden hammer, F to equip into slot 2. So we select 2 and F. Then we can go to 2, and there is basically our shell of our house. With some buildings, like the house, is that a mushroom? Why is that in the middle of the path? Now, does anybody know where our stick was? I think we've lost our stick. Oh dear, goodbye to that stick. I didn't even know where it was. Was it out here somewhere? Oh well, we're just going to have to pick up a whole bunch of new sticks. Never mind. So we're going to now need a whole bunch of sticks, logs, etc. So let's get our axe back out with 1. We need to watch that overweight symbol, so we don't keep going overweight. Otherwise we're just wasting our time picking up resources if I'm going to keep dropping them. Come back! Whew, trying to roll away from me. Grab these mushrooms while we're here, because they're worth good money in the village. From what I recall, they're worth like $1 each or something. And they don't weigh much, so they're not going to hold us back too much. I thought there was another log there. There is. Okay. So I'm deliberately cutting trees down on this side at the moment. I just feel I want to leave some shade near the house. We're actually getting too heavy. So let's change to our hammer. Dump all these logs into the structure. And the sticks, get rid of those too. Okay, so we're out of sticks. Now which ones need logs? That one? Problem is you can't carry a lot. And these logs are very heavy, so if you're carrying logs you want to get rid of them as quickly as you can. Okay, now we're out of logs. Back to our trusty old axe. Later on as the game goes, you do get more carry capacity, so you will be able to carry more logs. But as mushroom, when you first start out, you do not have very big carry capacity at all. So you do have to watch on the left hand side for that red overweight symbol. Water, okay, so we need to drink from the river. It's telling us that we're beginning to get thirsty. I'm going to grab these mushrooms. I probably shouldn't be. I could come back for them later. I'm on 30 days. And this is extra weight that I shouldn't really be carrying. Because right now the house is the priority. And I don't know if I can even cook those mushrooms. Last time the cooking was not as good as it could be. And I actually found last time I was better off to simply eat flatbread. You can buy flatbread at the bar, and with like 20 stacks of flatbread I was able to survive the entire season. So I'm just changing between the tools 1 and 2. Change between the hammer and the axe, because those are the keys I've bound it to. Nice and close to the water, so while we're here we can have a drink. That was the reason for building so close to the water. We're going to need a lot of drinking. There goes our blue bar. Okay, we're out of sticks. Logs are only needed now on the roof. Okay, so no more logs. Now we just need sticks. We're not going to find our bunch though, eh? Sticks and the reeds. Oh, a log. That's going to be heavy. I would like to get a second house done, so if I pick up too many additional logs, I'll just put a blueprint for a second house down. Because we're going to need to invite somebody else soon anyway. But if I concentrate on getting one house down, I have somewhere to start storing all my sticks and my stones and everything else. So that's why I'm just concentrating on the one for now. Okay, so there's some points going up for foraging, picking up sticks and things. We can use that point, but right now I'm not going to bother. Oh, St. John's wort. We need that for something. I can't remember what that's useful for. I think that might be part of medicine as well. That and the broadleaf plantains. No, not the berries. Not the berries, Glen! Okay, well, let's forget about that. How's that picture looking there, Iceman? Is it still doing alright? I've actually found I had to crank my streaming right up to 6,000 kilobits per second just to get this game to stream. At 4.5 I can stream for about 20 minutes and then it all just goes kaput and I start getting frame drops. And I've been forgetting to read chat anyway. Glad you like it, but make sure you do a good job. Yeah, I read that one. Your drop sticks was at the edge of the path, just below the tree. Yeah. Yeah, but to me they all look the same. That's the problem. It looks like one stick. What I think they should do later on, hopefully, is drop it so it looks like a bundle of sticks. I mean, you can see the difference between a stick and a branch. Why can't they, hopefully, maybe later on, when the game's a little bit more developed, make it so it looks like a bunch of sticks, perhaps? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about game development, of course, but to me that would be just a matter of changing the game asset, how it looks, the image, and then in theory you should be able to do it, because I'm guessing it's just the image that needs to be changed. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know much about game development. How's our weight? We're just starting to get heavy now, so we're just starting to slow down. But we've got a reasonable amount of sticks. Okay. 42. That won't be enough to finish the house, I don't think. Might be. Now when you do finish the house, you get magical items inside up here. By magical items I mean you get a fireplace, straw, just straw. Okay, so yeah, you get... Oh, and there goes my hammer, I whacked too many times. Never mind. So you get, by magical items, yeah, I mean you get a fireplace, you get a box to put all your stuff into, you get a bed, and I simply say magical because we don't build them, we're just building the house. The game gives those assets to us. So just up here at the end of these cattails, I remember finding, there we are, reeds. So we're going to use these now to finish the house. This is the roofing material. Problem is, we broke our hammer. I whacked it and whacked it and whacked it and whacked it. Even though we weren't building anything. And my hammer is now being disintegrated. So I'm going to have to build another one. Now to build the hammer, that means I need to get sticks and stones. And hopefully they won't break my bones. Let's press Q and see what we actually need. Oh, we can already do it. There we go. Wooden hammer. Okay, let's craft that. And let's go back to collecting up the reeds. Now, I didn't really pay attention to how many we need. At the moment I'm just trying to collect until I start getting heavy, because we can always use these for the house next door. We are going to attempt to build a second house if my stream sticks with me. It looks like it's doing alright so far today. But yes, when I was recording this game I would get about 30 minutes and my graphics card would get a little warm, I think, or the streaming would start to give me frame drops. I'm hoping I might have solved that now with better cooling, and we're now doing better, more frames. So hopefully no problems. Let's see. I'd like to get an hour if I can. Now if I keep on collecting until that bag symbol comes up on the left, which will mean I'm too heavy, I can then drop one reed to go down enough to be fast moving again. $127. I don't know how many we need. That's probably enough, isn't it? Let's go and have a look. This way. Oops, I tried to pick up the stick as we went past. Never mind. I actually think that'll be enough. And it's starting to get dark. I would like to get the other blueprint down before it gets too dark. And he's out of stamina. Right, so 2 for the hammer. Yeah, I think we've got more than enough. That's alright, we can put it into our box. Oh, he's a bit tired. Let him get his stamina back up, which is that green bar. There we go, nearly. And let's start working again. That's good enough for me. Yep, so we'll put all this extra straw into our box. I've got way too much, which is fine. We can use it on the next house. There we go, this house is done. And see, as I say, you get a magic box, magic fireplace, and a magic bed. A couple of them, actually. You can then go to the fire and press E to light the fire. You don't need any firewood. You can cook in the cauldron or you can cook on the stove. And E to go into our chest. Right, so we're going to dump our apples. So is it F? Yes, F and then E to get rid of all of them, and then F again to get rid of all of them. And we can just keep repeating that. So F, E, F. F, E, F. And we just get rid of everything. Oh, we want to probably eat one biscuit. No, just one biscuit for now. We'll eat the other one. So we can just keep getting rid of all of these. The unripe berries are not worth as much. I shouldn't have picked them up. Never mind. Well, we need to probably hang on to that log because we're going to build another cabin. We can put down our stones. We can put down our straw. And I'm probably going to hang on to my coins. So we're going to eat that, which is... I've got to remember. Don't do it from there, obviously, because we're inside the box. That's what my problem is. Whoops, I just lit my torch. I didn't mean to do that. Put that away. Tab, go into our inventory. Eat our biscuit from here. We can't do it from the box. That's what the problem was. F. Now he's no longer so hungry. Let's head outside. And we want to probably get... sleep. Yep. A second house in. One on either side of the river, I'm thinking. So Q. Bring up... Okay, so these are our buildings. You can get another house later. We need 6 logs. So get back to our trusty axe. For now, I'm just going to put one on either side of the river. We're going to need another house, from what I remember, in order to get other people into the village. So my theory is, get a second house now, straight away, before we even bother to go back to the village and talk to anybody back there. And then we can start chatting people up back at the village, knowing that we have a house ready for them. And by chatting them up, I mean trying to talk them into coming to our new village. Because that's what we're starting. It's a new village. Now, because we have this house, we can start dumping extra sticks and stones into our box, the mushrooms, to get rid of them if we go overweight. Because we don't want to be carrying too much weight all the time. If I had the box before, I would have, of course, dumped my gear into there. But we didn't have it. Orderly plantains. Yes, that's what we need. Okay, now it's starting to get dark, so let's... Q. House. Simple house. We want this one close to the water as well, so that if they're thirsty, they can just get out of their front door and go and get a drink. Right. Let's see if we can get 2 houses built. Okay, we don't have very many sticks. Okay, now I'm out of sticks. So F will bring up my torch. I will have to craft another one though. They don't last forever. So I wouldn't suggest you go wasting your torch, which is why I put mine away before. Now we were close to the path. We were over here beside this tree, weren't we? Sure it was over here somewhere. Now Glen goes finally looking for it. It's because it's in the dark. He's desperate now. I could just cut down a tree. That will give us sticks and logs, which is probably a good idea actually. Oh, hang on. Put my torch away. I don't want to be wasting my torch. You can see over on the right hand side how far my torch or my axe or whatever piece of equipment I'm using has remaining. If you're having problems with these logs, just stop and then hit it. Because you see sometimes it swings funny. So just stop, line yourself up with the actual log, and then hit it. I used to have the same problem. It's because you're not stopping in between. I do like that. You can cut down the tree one-handed. This guy's real clever. I don't know if I could actually do that. Not with that least amount of cuts anyway. I'm pretty sure I'd probably have the axe slip out of my hand and probably cut my foot off. No, my luck. A really dangerous idea trying to use an axe one-handed. But we are the man in this game. We can do what we want. Okay, so that's another point you heard, which is what that music is. Was that our sticks? 26 sticks! We got it! And we're overweight. I found it! I found an ice! Yay! Oops, wrong house. This one. Okay. Don't go whacking too many times, because as you noticed with the other one, the more you whack, the more it's actually taking down the durability of my tool on the right. So unnecessary whacking will waste your tool like I did before. We don't have a log for that one. Log and straw. No sticks? Yes, there is sticks into the roof. Get rid of all these sticks first. Okay, so it's just the end bits of the roof that need the sticks then, is it? Okay, so we need a couple of logs. Let's pull out our torch. Where's a nice looking tree? There's one. One-handed axe use. Okay, so stop, line it up. Go on the side then. Boom, side seems to work better. Right, so that's enough logs. And there should be enough reeds already inside the house. Pretty sure that's enough logs. Only needed a couple, right? Yep. So now we'll head inside. Cool, that is close to the bridge. Wrong house, Glen. And we've got all our reeds inside here. Straw. F to take it all. E, F. It's the easiest way. You can separate them down by using a slider if you want. But we're just getting this done quickly. Oh, and there goes my hammer. Can I craft another one on the spot? That's an axe. What do I need? One log. One log. Hello, tree. You look like you have one log in you. No. Clean. Hit the silly tree. That's it. Well done. Give you a point for that one. Right. Q. Build our hammer. Oh, they've reversed that now. The animation used to come on when you were... Whoops, this side. When you were crafting for the torch, it used to come on as you had the torch. And it used to make me laugh why it came on. But now it's gone the opposite way. Okay, so that's not going to go automatically into our inventory. We have to go this way. Hammer. 2. and F to load it. There we go. So 2. Actually, let's turn this torch off. Don't need to keep wasting it. And that will be our second house. Now, last time I played this, I wasted points. Why didn't we get the music? What am I missing? Oh, okay. We just didn't get any music. Last time I've done this, I wasted points on all sorts of things that we didn't need. I built lots of houses buildings I didn't know how to use. So I'm going to try and avoid that this time. Whoops. With the theory of we're going to build hopefully what we need and what we need only. Hopefully. What happened there? F, E. Why aren't you doing all of them? Oh, it's E, then F. Getting my order wrong. Right. Okay, so we'll get all of this over to the box because we don't need to be carrying them. Okay, we'll keep our clothes on and everything else. We're going to need another torch soon, but that is the end of his day as far as that's concerned. We can keep on working. There is no real tiredness to this. If you are playing only the 3 days to a season, you will find he will reset you back at the house at the end of the 3 days. But we are not playing that way, so we can keep on collecting ourselves up a few sticks and get ready for our next building. We're going to probably want to build ourselves a farm when the sun comes up. I'm not going to try and do it in the dark because I would prefer to be able to see what I'm doing. In fact, I'm actually going to save because we've been playing for half an hour approximately. Now, this is another gripe I have about the game, is you cannot rename your saves. So they all just go in order. We are save 12. I'd love to be able to save this as like live stream, you know, just give it a name or something. Oh, we're 12 and 13 now apparently. I would love to give my saves a name. I'm going to have to also figure out how to get rid of all those old ones. But we can figure out what our next building is going to be. We're going to probably put down a farm. Hopefully talk somebody into coming to our farm. I wonder if there's anybody actually out at the campfire. What time is it? There's no watch on this, is there? Hang on, yes there is. I found a way to get time last time. Time? Last time. Here we go. It's 11 PM. So it is, it's very late. So yeah, most of them will be going to bed. They won't talk to us at this time of night. So we're just going to forage for the night, pick up a couple of resources, and then in the morning we might have an extra point, hopefully, which we can then figure out what we're going to be doing with. Because we're about ready to hopefully get 2 or 3 points, and then we can start to spend them. Now, not all the skill points have currently got things implemented. So that was another thing we did last time, was I put points into things that weren't implemented into the game. So we're going to try and only build buildings that are implemented, only put into skill points that are implemented, and hopefully not waste so much of our resources as we did last time. So yes, as soon as the sun comes up, I am intending to put down a farm and see if we can get some seeds growing, so that we've got something in order to sell at the market. But at night, I cannot go back to the village. Nobody there to talk to. They'll all be going to bed. And I can't really see much to be placing the farm down at night. I don't really want to be doing that. So I'm going to just basically keep foraging and see how we get on as far as the stream. It looks like it's doing okay. I don't see any frame loss. YouTube says it's doing alright, so cranking up that extra bit of kilobits is apparently working. So hopefully we'll get an hour out of it, and we might be able to get our farm down And another thing we need to start doing now that we have a house is start trying to talk somebody into coming to visit us. Come and live with us. We need to try and get a second person to come and help us work. Why am I having trouble picking up this stick? Oh, yeah, hit points. Yes, yes. Health points, what do you want to call it? Okay, for some reason, oh, that stick was not on its hitbox. Broadleaf plantain, where was that? Okay, my hitbox doesn't seem to be... Oh, there goes my torch. Does not seem to be lining up. Torch. What do we need for a torch? We need 10 straw. Well, that's back at the house. I can see them. Yep, there's two shadows. Whoops, I missed the doorway. It's here somewhere. Oh, come on. The door is right there. Yay, we're in. Okay, for a start, let's light the fire. Oh, torch required for that too. Okay, you're never used to. Straw. Right, I'm going to actually take all of it. I'm going to craft a few because it's really handy to have a few of them. So, now if we want to craft more than one, we go to R. And then we can craft 6 apparently. So E for all, and then F to accept, and we're going to craft all 6 of them. And we're going to make sure we've got some spare. Because it pays to have a spare torch in each of the house's boxes, in my opinion. Oh, now we desperately need a drink and something to eat. I've only just noticed. So my health has started to decrease now because I haven't been eating and drinking. You got to keep an eye on that. I'm not good at keeping an eye on that kind of thing. And you will see that that is something that I probably end up dying from on occasions. Is stupidity. I mean, oh, well. Okay, so we're no longer thirsty. Let's... Oh, oops, wrong button. Eat our rolled oat, because we're... This one here is your hunger bar here. So F to munch out on that. Okay, and this here is your temperature. I guess this one's poisoning. This one's your dirtiness. So you can see we're a little bit dirty. On the left hand side, where it had the backpack meter, it will actually come up and show that you're dirty and smelly. But if you go out into the river, or at least this used to work. Are we far enough out now? We should be far enough out now. Cal, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. 16%. Is this going to work? It used to in the old version. Doesn't look like it's working. Maybe you got to wait for the dirtiness meter to come up. I'm going to head out. Okay, mate. Good to see you, though. Welcome. Bye. Okay. No, it isn't coming down. But I'm sure that used to work on the old one. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we now have our torch. No torch in slot. So we need to go to the slot. Grab our torch. We need to equip it with the F. So it's now equipped up here. So we can now light it. There we go. We're actually going to put a couple of them in here, I think. And a couple of them in the other house. Simple torch. We have 5 of them. So let's drop maybe 3 in here. What else are we carrying? I should get rid of everything at the same time. Because we do not need to be carrying the broadleaf, the St. John's wort, the sticks, the stones, and the straw can all go for now. And I'm going to put a couple of torches in this house. I would like to have a couple in each house, just in case. Okay. Now let's see what we can forage until sun comes up. We could go to sleep, wake up at daylight. But to me that's waste of game time when we could be foraging. Oh, is there any stones around that? Nah, sometimes around the rocks you get stones. Why are we not finding any sticks? Have I completely cleared this area out? There's one. I think I might have to cut down a tree. Now, these birch trees... Oh, my axe is gone. The birch trees and what the other one is, they give out different amounts. 10 sticks and 2 stones, and I've just put all that in the house. Cool, blimey. See, now this is why it pays to carry spare tools as well. Now, last time I played, I sold all my spare tools, which was a really bad idea. I would actually suggest having a spare hammer, a spare axe, spare torches in your box at all times. At least one spare on you. And keep a few around in your house as well. As far as needing cash, you're probably better off to sell your mushrooms, sell the berries when they're ripe, and then start crafting items. So yeah, I'm going to have to learn to keep a spare axe and a spare hammer on me. But the best place to find stones is near the rivers. Best place to find sticks, of course, is under trees. Cutting these trees down will give you sticks. Right, we must have enough by now. So let's get our spare axe. Do that while we're at it. While we're here though, a knife is going to require 5 stones. We're going to probably want another knife, and we're going to probably want another hammer. So more logs, more sticks, more stones, and a log. So let's take out this birch, we'll get our log, get a couple of hammers. You normally only get like 2, I think, out of a birch. Is it 2? Yeah, you don't get very many out of the birch. These bigger trees here, the maples, you get 3 out of them, I think it is. And for some reason I have it in my head that I remember one of them giving 4. I don't know. There might be another tree in the game that might give you 4. I can't remember. I thought I saw a stone there. No, it must be just sticks. Okay, so we're going to cut down these birches. If they don't give much wood, we don't care. Where did it go? Oh. Right, now that'll give us a couple of spare hammers. So I'll keep 1 spare on me and 1 in the house, basically, is the plan. I want a knife. I want a hammer. Oh, now he pulls out the torch. So sometimes he pulls out the torch, sometimes he doesn't. Okay, that's a bit bizarre. And of course we want spears to defend ourselves. They require logs. Is there anything else? Okay, so another spear. Oh, only 1 left, is it? I tried hitting the F or the E or whatever it is. Yeah, okay, so that was the last one. So we've crafted up a few spare tools. I for inventory. We now have 3 spears, 1 spare axe, 1 axe, a hammer, a spare hammer, 1 torch. I could probably use another one, but we'll go back to the house if we need that. Okay. So I've got a couple of spare tools on us now. And once the sunlight comes up, of course, we are heading towards doing that garden. That's the plan. That takes half an hour. Hopefully the stream will stick with us for that. and we'll just spend all night grinding, picking up sticks, crafting, and getting ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow, of course, will be the big day. Get the farm started, sell these mushrooms, sell off whatever crafted items we can in order to buy some seed and some manure. Because manure is going to be expensive. We're going to need to buy manure. Until we can get some animals, which we're going to need a barn for that. So that will actually probably be our next building that we build, will be the barn. So I'll probably even do that before the farm. And here comes the sun now. So that's probably a good plan, actually. Let's do the barn. Because we need the barn. Oh, no, we couldn't use that last time, could we? Hang on. Yes, we could. We were using that for grinding the wheat. And I think you also use it for the manure. So I will do a barn. So let's chop down a tree. So we have logs to do the barn. Okay, so that just gave us a whole lot of sticks, 12 of them. And we'll put down a barn, then we'll worry about the farm. Wait for it to fall so I'm not wasting my axe, my valuable axe. Oops, pick it up, Glen, it's a log. Stop wasting your valuable axe that you're talking about. Anyway, all these, we'll take all those. Okay, now we're going to have to work out where our farm's going to be too. Because we want our barn to probably be in close to it. Where's the house? Glen's lost the house. Somebody stole Glen's house. Where's his house? Okay, if you ever get lost, just hit the M key and it will bring up the map. There's the house way over there. We want all the St. John's wort. This is either good money or it's medicine. It's one or the other or both. Doesn't matter. That and a broadleaf plantain. See, if we see broadleaf plantain, which is really hard to spot, we need to grab all of that. Now that's the first thing I intend to research, is getting the ability to spot the broadleaf plantains, the mushrooms, because to me that's probably the best money maker. Okay, so here's our two houses. We're going to probably have our farming land back here, I suppose. We've already cleared all this patch of land here out. Is this a berry bush? No, it's not a berry bush. Okay, let's turn our torch off because we're wasting it. So I think this would be a good spot for our first farm, right between the two houses. And we'll have the, see, we'll leave this tree here. And we'll do it right here. So let's go to Q. Let's go to buildings. And we want farming. We want a barn 1, I think. Barn 1. Not enough technology. Okay, so that's the first thing we have to do then, is it? We can do a field. But let's go and have a look at our points. So let's tab up, go to skills. Now we need to make sure we spend these points wisely. So which one is it? Where is farming? Oh, there's farming tab here. Okay, so farming knowledge. Tier 1. One more skill point, so we still don't have enough anyway. Does that give us the building that we require, though? It doesn't actually say. Where does it say? A skill determines how good you are at taking care of the animals. Yes, yes. But we want the actual building skill. Is it somewhere else? I've actually forgotten. Technology. We're in the wrong tab altogether. That's where we're supposed to be, Glen. Duh. Okay, no. Hunting, fishing, no. We want food storage barn. The barn is what we actually want. We need 10 points. Is that correct? Zero of one schemes purchased. So we have to do the food storage first, do we? F to select building. Not enough technology. Yeah, okay. So where's our technology points? I've got to try and remember how all this works. Oh, of course. Of course, the green bar. Yes. And we don't actually have any. So all at the moment, it's all going into workshop. The first thing we're going to be able to build is the workshop. What does the workshop give us? Building for crafting wooden and rocks and tools, weapons. It also has a craft station for crafting a small storage. Okay, so we can either do that or resource storage. Main storage building for resources receives resources collected in the woodshed, excavation shed, mine shed, hunting lodge, barn. Yeah, so we can't use this one. We can't use this one anyway. Okay. Okay, so they have changed the way this works slightly. And so can we even actually do that one? Not enough technology. No, we can't. I think the bar has to actually be full. So we have a lot more to do, which means we have to do a lot more crafting to get what we need. But what we actually want is this one. Survival. Survival technology applies to buildings rated to hunting, fishing, and craftable objects in them. So we're probably going to have to do some trapping and things. Okay, so let's go to trapping. Set up our bunny trap. Looks like that's what we're going to need to do. Is we're going to need to start doing a lot more trapping and hunting of wild animals, etc. So we'll put that there. That's our little bunny trap. That's going to catch us some rabbits. What's this one? Lighting. That one's new. Okay, so you can put in lighting. Leather, sticks, wood, and thread. Sticks, linen, fabric. Okay, okay. There was not lighting in the game when I last played it. And fencing, of course, is new. Furnishings. Now, this has all been changed too, because you can't get a wash tub straight away now. You need 8 planks. So, last time we went straight in and we built a wash tub, which we're not able to do this time. A wooden bench. We could build that. 6 logs. We have 4. Okay. Just for the sake of it, let's build ourselves a wooden bench. Because this is where we're going to start taking out trees, because we're going to put our farm over here. We're going to put our 2 main buildings right in the centre, and then the farms out to either side. I think that's the plan. I think that's the plan. Nobody has actually told me whether or not that's truly the plan. We will find out as we go. Oh, we're already heavy. What else can we craft? Roads. Oh, true, roads are new. Ah, okay. So we could actually lay... Right. Directly across from the bridge. We could put a road. Let's see how this works, because there were no roads in the game when I played. Okay, well it's turned red, Glen, so obviously it's not going to go through that log. Doesn't like it. I'm guessing it's the log. Our food and water aren't looking good. I'm going to have to sort those out soon. Where did I find that? Wasn't in here, Glen. Oh well, never mind, we're going to that later. We're going to need a hoe in order to plough the field. So we'll build a couple of hoes while we're here. Do we need two? It'd probably pay to have a spare. I want spare axe, spare hoe, all that sort of stuff. Last time, as I say, I sold all of that. And I severely regretted it when I needed it. So we're going to do a spare axe. Another spare hammer. Now we have two of each. Okay. So let's go back into here. What else can we build? Storage, farming. So we can't do anything in here yet. Not enough technology. Yeah, technology. So the field is the only thing we can do. Let's concentrate on the field. I probably want that to start out here, away from the buildings. Now, we don't want it too big to start out with, because... yeah, we can't go... hang on, that's saying it would go through the tree stump, but that one's on the land. That one won't go through the tree stump. Bizarre game. Okay, well, let's try that. How does that look? It's kind of close to where I want to put my building. Hammer? Now I've got to remember how to cancel. Why is it not showing up? I thought it was hammer to do this. Holster, torch, no, strike. Change building mode. Destroy. How does this work? I've never actually had to destroy. It's glowing red. Why won't it destroy? Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. I'm not sure why that wouldn't go. I want to come out further. Probably to here, I think. Okay. Q. What? Farming. Field. Now, I'm not sure why it's red this time. How's that look? It doesn't seem to be any better, does it? Still in the same place. I really want to get the building first. I was kind of hoping to do the building first. Okay, so here's the path. We're going to have to start from the path. Let's do it from here. And if this isn't good enough, game, I'm not sure what more you want from me. So... it looks better. Okay, not that way. It looks kind of short. Okay, so hang on. Go back the other way. Go back the other way. Go this way. Okay, so it's not going to go through that tree stump. But for some reason it'll go through the others. I think that is more than big enough anyway. That looks good. So let's build that. Hoe required. I thought you built that with a hammer. Or did that just disappear because I hit it with a hammer? Oh, don't be like that, game. Oh, seriously. I didn't expect that to happen. I hit it with a hammer just to see what would happen. Oh. Ah, dear game. You're just being blinking silly now. Okay, that's big enough. No, it's not. It looks really narrow, Glen. You're not in my way, tree. Don't be in my way, tree. Oh. So back here. Right, I'm clear of that tree. That stump. That'll do. That's actually quite a large garden. It is a very large garden. So let's grab our hoe and stop mucking around. Inventory. Hoe. Select a slot 3. And 3. And then just left click it. There we go. Oops. 6. 9. I think I just missed one, didn't I? Yep. You're having problems with this bit, aren't you? There we go, you got it. Because I've gone over it so many times, I've actually lost count as to where we were. We're around about 15 or 18 plots, I guess. So why are the sticks still here? Did the sticks stay there? I don't remember the sticks staying there. Oh, we're not finished. Now the sticks are gone. There we go. That's right. That's better. Okay, so we're going to need manure, from what I remember, and seed. So now that it is daylight... Okay, our rabbit trap hasn't been set off. We can sell our thatch. We can sell our mushrooms. I don't want to sell too much other stuff, though. So like our wooden hammers, we're not going to sell them. Our hoes, we're not going to sell those. Whoops. I mean, I could, but I would prefer to sell other things like the mushrooms right now. Whoops, stop. Cancel. What's going on? Clicking the wrong one. F. No, E. F to transfer. Why is it not? Oh, because it's possibly in my hands. Okay, so we're going to sell our mushrooms. We're going to sell maybe the St. John's wort. We need a bit of money. Oh, we're full. Okay, so we're going to take all this. The unripe berries, we'll sell those because we have no use for them. The moral mushrooms. We're going to keep the broadleaf plantain. We don't have anywhere near enough of that. Well, we don't have much straw. We could probably go and collect some straw. There is straw beside the village. Okay, we're going to head into town. We're going to try and make a little bit of money. We're going to try and get us some manure, and we're going to try and get us some seeds. So we're going to run along here. We're going to look for anything we can pick up along the way. We're going to craft with whatever resources we have. So we've already put down our spare hammers, spare hoe, etc. If we can now craft hammer and hoe, etc. on the way into town, we shall do so. Because we just want to make a little bit of money, get in there and buy the manure or the seed. Well, I don't know if we need manure. I think we do. Pretty sure we do. But from what I recall last time, we need manure and we need a bag. So that's our plan now. And then we'll get our... Did I just see broadleaf? Yes, I did. Gimme, gimme, gimme. New survival skill, good. That broadleaf plantain is what's going to keep us alive, I think. Oh, speaking of alive, Glen, you're nearly dead. I've got no food on me, have I? Okay, let's quickly have a broadleaf. That'll just keep me alive momentarily. The unripe berries are going to probably make me sick. So let's head back to the house, because I did actually have something back there. We need to quickly craft because I'm too heavy. So, if I recall, hoes are worth good money. Let's craft 3 of those. I've only just realised I was hungry. We'll head back. There was some meat back there. Oh, we're going into town. We could just buy the bread. Because bread's something I want to buy anyway. Craft. What else can we craft? Okay, let's just do that. Let's just run to town, which should be this way. And we'll buy some bread in town. Oh, I thought I saw mushrooms. We'll stop for mushrooms because they're good money. But we don't want to go back overweight again. Well, once we get to the village and we start selling off our goods, then we'll come back and grab more sticks, stones, etc. But we don't want to get too heavy overweight. So we go straight to the bar and we should be able to find something to eat there. Hello, love. Are you beer? Show me your wares. Right. So she has flatbread. This is what we want to buy for now. So we are going to buy that. We're going to sell her. Not that. We're going to sell her everything else. But we at least have some food for now. 1 flatbread will keep me alive. So let's quickly eat that before I snuff it. And we'll get back to dealing with her in a moment. Right. That's going to keep me alive. Okay, love. Right. Show me your wares. Now that I've had lunch. Oh, we need a craft. Hang on. I'm just going to see if I've got anything I can craft to sell you. Yep, some spears. Okay. Now we can make some money out of here. So wooden hoe, you can have that. You can have all those. We're going to keep the torch. Can keep the broadleaf. You can have all the St. John's wort. You can have the unripe berries. You can now have our 6 sticks. You can have our stones. Whoops. And you can have our straw. Okay. Base items, 4 spears. I might actually sell her the 4 spears for now because we're not hunting as yet. We want to keep the axes though. Okay, so now flatbread. I found last time nutrition 40. Yeah, it's still the best. Best for nutrition, and for price it's only 20, whereas everything else is more expensive. So it doesn't look like they have sorted this out yet. It's also the lightest item. So I do believe that this is a slightly miscalculated item. We're going to buy ourselves some flatbread. We now have enough flatbread to keep us alive for several months. So now any money we make now will be going towards basically our seeds. 15 flatbread. I think last time I used 20 flatbread to get me through an entire season. That was the spring, the summer, the autumn, the winter, the whole 3 seasons was only like 15 pieces of flatbread. So in theory we've got enough food now to keep us alive for donkey's years. Okay, months. Not years. So we're now just going to simply craft up a few items, which we can then go back and sell in order to, what was that? In order to get the manure, we're going to need, what was our field? About 15 plots. 15, 18. We're going to need enough manure to do that. We're also going to need seeds as well. And we're going to need a bag. But we might be able to craft our own bag by the time we get there, if we're lucky. Because you can craft a simple bag out of leather. We will need, of course, to get some spears so that we can go hunting. But then there could be a nice rabbit back at home waiting for us as well. But right now, all I'm going to do is just try and cut down some of their trees to make some tools to go back and buy that manure. And we're going to do it right here, next to their village, so it's their trees that are getting decimated, not mine. I saw the tree stump. It wasn't until I looked up I realised it wasn't actually a tree stump. Broadleaf plantain, yes please. So is this it here? That one there, I think. What did I just see? Something come up? Yep, broadleaf. I think it is this one. That one there with the broadleaf. That would make sense that the broadleaf one would be the broadleaf, eh? But then this is it here, and we're not getting anything from that. So maybe not. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Okay, we're getting heavy, so let's grab a couple of sticks now. Because we need sticks for crafting as well. I don't know what we're even crafting, but we're going to craft whatever we've got. And then we're going to take it all back and sell it to them. So let's have a look. Hose, I seem to remember selling for good money, so we'll craft some of those. We'll craft up some knives if we've got stones. Go. Just craft them all. Okay, what else can we sell these people? Some spears. And then we'll just take these back and we'll sell them to either the... well, any of the merchants will do. But the bar is the closest one, and then we can just get straight back out and start crafting again. Make a bit more money. But so yes, now we've got enough flatbread in theory to keep us alive for several months. Now we're just making money to plant our field. So there shouldn't be anything else we can craft. Nope. We're now back underweight again because we've been crafting. So that actually got rid of a lot of the extra weight that we had. Just about time to have another snack on one of our flatbreads again. Our out of balance flatbreads. Okay, so we're already heavy. Just looking to see if I can see any stones. I want to craft some knives or something. Stone. Okay. Let's see what we can craft these people now. Some more hose. Now I don't know how much cash that's going to give me, but manure was not cheap, from what I recall. So let's go and sell what we've got and see what the price of manure is going to be. Just so we know what sort of goal we're heading for. Well, we're still heavy. Oh, well, let's go to the bar and sell. Doesn't matter who we actually sell our items to. Everybody buys everything. But not everybody sells everything. But by coming here, we at least get rid of these quickly. Not our flatbread, Glen. Don't you dare sell our flatbread. We're going to keep the feathers as well. Because the feathers are going to come in handy later when we make a bow. Blue ice. Now you're calling people hoes. Yeah. Yep. Oops. Nothing wrong with a good hoe. Okay, so let's head up here. We're looking for the barn, which is up this street. And the man with the cows sells us the manure. Silbermeyer. Show me your wares. Okay, so we are after fertilizer. Here's 172 of them. The conditions are 100%. They weigh 86 each and the price is 10. So we're going to need probably quite a lot. How much gold do we currently have? Where's our gold? Did I actually... Oh, true. I spent it all on the food. No, because I just sold stuff to the lady at the bar. 170. We do. I'm thinking, where did all my money go? God, that had me panicking for a moment there. Okay, so we want to buy 17 of those. That will at least get most of our fields fertilized. Okay. Thank you, Samir. Whoops. 17. Now, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think there's 18. I'm actually going to try and make enough money to buy one more manure, which is 10. So we need to make another 10 gold. Then we also need gold for seed. Can't remember what the seed's going to cost us. So we're just going to try and make enough money now to get one more manure and around about 18 seed, I think. Oh, Inside A Gamer, how are you, mate? Good to see ya. What's new, Scooby-Doo? Well, I'm really not sure because I tend to try and avoid ghosts. You can ask Iceman Nat, he'll tell you. I'm afraid of ghosts. Oh, hang on. No, I played Ghostbusters yesterday. No, that's right. I quit playing Ghostbusters yesterday. Yeah, I decided I was afraid of ghosts after all. Yeah. Yep, I had enough of Ghostbusters. Unless people tell me that they want to keep watching Ghostbusters, I've quite frankly had enough of that one. I'm not really one for playing puzzle-solving games, I don't think. And that game's just constantly trying to fight your way through puzzles and shoot at ghosts. So I've decided I might be afraid of ghosts. So we ended that one yesterday and we started this one today, which apparently is still streaming. I'm really amazed at that. I have had to crank it all the way up to 6,000 kilobits in order to get it to stream, but it's streaming. That's all that matters, eh? Oh dear, I just have to remember to put my settings back to normal later. Oh, I thought this was stone I could pick up. Yeah, so I'll have to remember to put my settings back later. I don't know what it's going to do to my normal gameplay, but this would not stream at 4,500 kilobits. It just started getting too much frame loss after about 30 minutes. So, seeing as it actually looks like it's working, we might be able to make this one a regular. Which is good, because this is a good game. I do enjoy it. But I stopped playing last time because I knew that there were updates due, and I was getting a bit peeved with the 3-day season. That was really annoying me. Phasmophobia. What do you mean you want to see me play Phasmophobia? You've seen me play Phasmophobia plenty of times. You, me, Southern Lady, and Nissan. You keep getting me mixed up with Glen B there all the time. That's your problem. Oh, no! I'm going to need to make another axe by the sounds of that. Right, grab all these before they roll away. And it's starting to get dark again. So our character has not slept. He's been awake for now going on for 24 hours, I guess. 48 hours. Because this is going to be his second day. That's alright. He can handle it. He's a real man. Unlike me, this guy can handle staying awake for 2 days in a row. No, I can stay awake for 2 days in a row. I just got to have plenty of snacks and plenty of entertainment. Plenty of coffee. What? There's something here. Give me it, whatever it is. Maple branches. Ah, I don't like it when the game says there's something there and then I can't find it. Okay, let's craft up. We need to do this before daylight ends, otherwise nobody will buy our junk. I mean, our stuff, our valuable items. So we'll quickly get in there and sell these before daylight ends. So we might actually go for seed first. Whoops, what am I doing? Q, not R, Glen. I might see if I can get seed, because it's actually more important that we get the seed first. At least then we'll be able to start planting. Now, because we are doing 30 days, we don't have to get the seed in the ground in the next 5 seconds. We do have a bit more time. As you can see, each craft, the logs turn into spears which are lighter, so our weight is coming down. We're almost out of weight. There's nothing else I can craft to drop it further. No, so we will just head over to buy some seed now. Gotta try and remember who sells the seed. Goose, that's right, it had something to do with the geese. It was to the left of the geese, that's right. Was it you? Ernegost? You're not Ernegost. I have a feeling that this is the house that sells... Oh, Glen, can you not even get in the doorway? They're not asleep. You're not the person I'm looking for. It's a lady. Yeah, no, I'm not too interested in you right now. Goodbye. She might be down by the campfire. What's her name? So we hit the left alt. And it brings up all their names. Just trying to see if I can see the woman's name. Oh, we're tired. So that's gone down. We need a bit more stamina. No, I'm not seeing the name I want. Let's head down here. And let's try left alt again. I'm not seeing what I want. Are you in the bar? I think we're getting a little bit too late to actually sell our stuff anyway. And buy seed now. Is it you? You're the one, aren't you? Show us your wares. Seeds, yes! Aha, got the right lady. So now the question is though, do we want onion seed or do we want carrot? They're 10 each. And if I recall... carrots are the ones that we can't plant, I think. So let's just go with 16. We have 17 manure. That means we can at least get it in the ground now. We're able to get started. Okay. So let's sell this lady our sticks. What else do we have to sell? Wooden hose. We can sell all those. Make a bit of extra cash. And 7 wooden spears, we'll sell those too. There we go, we've got a bit more. Okay, so let's actually go back in now. Onion seed, we want to buy one more. Because I think our plot's 18. If not, we're going to go and buy 18 of those. And the other one we're going to need to buy is wheat. But at least now we can actually put in our garden. Thank you, love. You have a lovely day. We'll see you all on the other side. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go down here and see if we can chat somebody up. So, if we use our left alt, we can see their skill points. So, 3, 2, 3. We're looking for someone that's probably a good farmer. So, you're a farmer. 3. 3. 3. You're all good farmers by the looks of it. Oops, wrong bit. Oh, oops, sorry. I just hit the Windows key instead of the left alt. Okay, and you guys are locals. So, it doesn't really matter. I just want someone who's good at farming. Don't stand in the fire. I don't know if it burns you yet. I'm sure the developers will add that later. Hey, do you have a minute? Have you seen... No, definitely never talk about the noble to poor people. They don't seem to like that. So let's try field. To approval. Hey, do you have a minute? How's the job? I think she's unemployed. Have you seen the noble? Oh. Hey, beautiful lady, I want to tell you something. Let's just... Sorry, but I'm married. Oh, well, you're not going to help me then. We want single women or single men. Because we're starting our own little village. So how about you? Hey, do you have a minute? Have you heard any gossip? Oh, didn't like that. When you get a negative, they don't carry the conversation on. They don't tend to like talking to people who they get negative conversations with. I don't think we can invite you yet, can we? Because, I mean, doesn't it have to be above 50? Let's see if we can get this guy above 50. Nice weather we're having. Yes, it has been. Approval plus 10. There we go. I'm creating a settlement. Let's see if we can get this guy. I've heard about you and you're building a relationship. Keep it going. I might consider when your reputation required is 50. Okay. So we have to get a reputation of 50 before he'll join us. How have you been? Plus 10 approval. Have you got a minute? How have you been? Ask him again. Have you got a minute? Hey, have you got a minute? No, he's not going to talk to us anymore. But I'm creating a village. Oh, okay, newcomers. So we need to have a reputation of 50 in order to get them into the village. So let's go to our tab. And let's see if we can figure that out. Reputation. Is it on this? I don't see it. I do not see it. It won't be through any of these tabs then, I'm guessing. No. Okay, so skills. It's not on the skills tree. How many skill points do we currently have? Still only one? Okay, we're not going to spend that just yet. Journal. Chapter 2 is survivalist. Hunt a wild animal. We've got to kill one wild animal and survive for one season. Okay, so that's our first quest. Knowledge. Nope. Management. Oh, I'm sure it tells us here somewhere what our reputation is. But never mind, we're just going to keep on talking to these people until we can actually get somebody to join us. So you actually belong here. Ottomir, we'll talk to you. Hey, do you have a minute? Have you seen the noble? Never talk about the noble. What a day we're having. -5. Okay. So nobody's going to talk to us. These are the people that we can employ. Only the unemployed people sit around this campfire. There's no good going anywhere other than campfires. So we can go to another village. But as you can see, it's getting so dark, I'm having trouble finding the gate. So let's bring out our torch. And because we parked ourselves in a good spot, let's head across and see if we can get to Burrow before they go to sleep. In case you're wondering, yes, we are going directly through the river. We don't have time to waste with going around across the bridge. Oh, I guess our torch went out underwater. Not to mind, we didn't need it right now anyway. Oh, drink and eat, Glen. Those are the two simple things that I keep forgetting. Kind of important, but not really. Not unless you want to stay alive anyway. Okay, so that looks like the building over there, is it? Let's have a look. Yep, straight in front of us. And if we're not too late, we might be able to catch somebody sitting around a campfire and talk to them. And then we will call it a day. Because we've done nearly 2 hours, and I'm guessing that my stream is starting to get a little choppy now. Doesn't look too bad, however. How do we get into this village? You've heard what they say. Takes a village to feed a people. Takes a village of people to feed a child. Something like that. How do we get in here? Okay, well they don't have a campfire. I thought they did. Ah, here we are. Okay, so we're only looking for... Do you have a minute? How have you been? Okay, so it's plus 10. Do you have a minute? Recently went hunting. They generally seem to approve of that one. She's not married. My lady, I cannot help but compliment your shapely figure. How have you been lately? I hope you're doing well. If you need anything, just ask me. I'll be glad to... Oh, that sounds polite. Yep. Hey, do you have a minute? No. Let's see if we can chat her up again, though. What an amazing dress you have. That's probably... She's poor. I don't think her dress is very rich, so let's not do that. We should go and have lunch sometime by the river. That sounds good. Plus 5 affection. Oh, do you have a minute? No, she doesn't want to do that one. And she doesn't want to do that one anymore either. Okay. Goodbye. What's your name? Inga. We're getting on all right with Inga. Inga. Ooh. Oh, I nearly hit her in the head with the axe. Yeah. My name is Inga. I am from Sweden. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's an old reference to a Johnny Depp movie from many years ago called Crybaby. Do you have a minute? No, she's not going to talk to us. Oh, yes. Have you heard any gossip? Oh, I thought women always like to talk gossip. Oh. So she's not going to talk to us now because she disapproves. So, okay. We've pretty much done our dash here. Do you have a minute? How have you been? Do you have a minute? Nice weather. Do you have a minute? How have you been? Do you have a minute? You don't have any more minutes. Okay, well I'm creating a village. You've heard about me? You don't care. Okay. So that's all of them. We can't ask anybody else. Our village is over this way. We're going to head home. Because it's too far to go to get to any more villages tonight. What am I stuck on? They're all going to bed anyway. So we want to take a hard right. Our village is that way. And we will head home. I don't think we've done too badly. We've built 2 houses. We've started talking to, what was that, 3 or 4 people? We need to just talk to them every day in order to get friendlier and friendlier with them. And once we get a bit friendlier with them, they will in theory then join our settlement, which is the plan. But for now we're just going to head on home and we'll send our character to bed and we'll call that a night. And that'll be the end of the stream for today. But we will definitely be coming back to this one, so long as I haven't had too many frame drops. Which it looks like the stream has been okay, thank goodness. And I do enjoy this game. I would love to play it live. There's our lovely little cottages. So let's head on in. Oh, our rabbit trap. Hang on. We have nothing in our... Do we have one? I think I used them both on that trip, didn't I? Yes, I did indeed. So let's head indoors, if I can find the door. There it was. Swing open again. Right. Let's grab a simple torch. I want 2 of them, except... now we have to put it into our inventory. So 3 F. Oh, what happened there? Oh, that's right, it doesn't go into 3, it goes into the other slot. Let's just check our rabbit trap before we go to sleep. There we go, look, we've got a rabbit. So press E to collect, E to reactivate, and we might even get another rabbit in the morning. But that was day 1, 2, day 2. So thanks for watching. This was Medieval Dynasty. I'm Glen Bixley, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.